People all over the world live in some sort of dwelling. This house is in Toronto, Canada. The house is made with bricks and cement. But because it stands in the West, it also lives an invisible life, which makes it distinct from buildings in other parts of the world. It is a property, and as such, it is part of a larger designed economic web in which one can demonstrate its ownership and value. In the West, we owe all our wealth to our ability to represent our physical world as tradable assets. All economic significance is carried in property documents. Every car, every book, every parcel of land is easy to trade with an ownership document that is the legal sign of its value. Thanks to this document, the value of physical stuff in the West is easily captured and can be stored or invested as collateral for credit wherever citizens in the West see potential for growth. This system is unique to the West, which comes as a surprise to many Westerners. In the Third World and former communist nations where 80% of the global population lives, people's belongings don't have an invisible and easily tradable life. In other words, poor people's belongings are not designed to accumulate wealth. Instead, people own houses that serve only as shelter. They don't also serve as instruments of wealth or liquid savings. If you're living in the Third World, the procedure to become the legal owner of a property and to legally trade it can take up to 25 years. In Egypt, to legally register a parcel of land can take up to 14 years and involve 31 public and private agencies, even though your family has been living on the same parcel for hundreds of years. This explains why most people in the Third World build their dwellings outside their nation's legal framework. Coming from the West, it is surprising that no government in the Third World really knows who owns what and where. This has dire economic consequences. Hernando de Soto's Lima-based think tank, the Institute for Liberty and Democracy, estimates that the total value of what he calls dead capital, real estate held but not legally owned by the poor Third World, is worth $9.3 trillion, 46 times as much as all the World Bank loans in the last 30 years. People like Hernando de Soto are now working to release the hidden value of the poor by designing an efficient property system in the Third World. The same design system that has accumulated wealth for people in the West for hundreds of years.